The April AMFI data is out. Net equity inflows are down. That's probably one headline. Total AUM, of course, goes up. But remember, the numbers, as in AMFI's own assessment or declaration, cannot be compared because of reclassification and reorganization of categories. Swarup Mohanty of Mirae Asset Global Investments joins us right now on the show. Swarup, since the numbers are not comparable, let me ask you to give us your assessment of what any of these numbers indicate, and if there are any big surprises. Net equity inflows down at about 4,600 crores compared to what they were earlier. Is that one big headline for this, or is there something else that stands out for you?
No, see, Neeraj, I think, when you look at 4,500 in perspective, you have to look at the change in scenario also, because when you look at the market right now has a lot of NFOs going on, we being one of the culprits too. So a lot of this lump sum money which would have gone into existing probably is also diverted to that. That happened last month, that's happening this month also. So it's not fair to sort of look at the broad gross numbers in perspective without keeping this in mind. But having said that, 4,600 is clearly a lesser number than what it should have been. It's a complete surprise to me. I would have expected numbers in excess of 7,000. That's my personal opinion. But I'm a little disappointed with this number.
This just to understand, Swarup, this would mean that largely that the SIP flows would not have gotten altered too much, and therefore they would have stayed northwards of 7,000, 7,500 or 8,000 crores as the number may be, and there would have been outflows from some of the other schemes which would have led to the overall equity number looking lower, right?
No, but from what I get, actually the SIP numbers are higher than last month. It is around 200 crores net over last month. Right. So it's not a factor of SIP numbers, it's a factor of redemptions happening.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So if SIPs have stayed as they are, yes, and if the actual number is lower, then there has been some outflow that has happened from the other schemes as well.
Yes, definitely. The nervousness in the market over the prevailing scenario, whether it's you attribute it to elections or whatever, or the slowness of the economy is playing out, and somewhere some amount of profit booking is definitely happening. I mean, though we contradict that, we feel these are good times to accumulate equity, but you can't discount the nervousness which is coming out of these numbers.
How are the new NFOs done, Swarup? And I mean, you would have an assessment of the others as well, by the way.
Our NFO has been, we're waiting final numbers, but we're very satisfied with the flow, definitely much more than what we used to do in earlier times. That's why I'm saying when the NFO numbers together come out, because there are 3-4 in the market, then you add that the numbers could be in the north of 6,000. This is my personal opinion.
Okay, and which is one key, but I would suspect that the NFOs will not impact the actual existing flows into the existing schemes any which way. So this number of 4,600 crores, a bit of a worry. I would probably.
No, it's definitely a worry. I completely agree with you. 4,600 is when you look at an 8,200 crore SIP book already there in the market. This is not definitely. It's a negative figure, if I were to put it very bluntly.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in the upcoming months as well. And Swarup, what have you made of the others? Again, I don't have comparatives, sadly, because AMFI's changed this. I mean, just wondering though, because you would have been aware of this as well, what is this reclassification and recategorization all about? Because we out here in the media had no clue about this happening, and therefore comparing is just becoming very, very difficult today.
No, that is why I'm also taken by surprise by this. I am also not aware, so we'll have to read into it. It's getting out things in the post the SEBI categorization, I do believe. And then let me also read a little deeper into, maybe next month will be the right month to sort of analyze it under the new classification norm.
Okay, so then I won't take too much time. Swarup, just one last question. The liquid funds have seen an inflow, 89,000-90,000 odd crores. Debt funds overall have seen a bit of an outflow. Any comment on these two numbers?
See, the net outflow on the debt fund is understandable because of the credit issue which is prevailing. So personally, as an investor, I would not like to redeem in panic, but that seems to be happening. It is irrational to redeem at these times. Let the actual story play out, and then one should take a call. But that's not how people sort of react, is what is coming out from the data. And there is a complete flight to safety to liquid funds, which is quite natural in these times, because the negativity of data which is coming out on the debt side just does not come to stop, and that's playing on and that's quite understandable from the flight to safety to liquid funds.
Okay. Swarup, appreciate you taking the time out and joining us, and thanks for your candid feedback.
No, thank you so much for having me, Neeraj. Thanks so much.
Well, that's Swarup Mohanty of Mirae Asset Global, candidly saying that the equity number, net equity inflows at about 4,600 crores, bluntly put, is a negative. That's all that we have, because we really can't analyze these numbers too much, but that's about the update on the AMFI data for the month of April. Thanks so much for tuning into this broadcast.